Hi, good people. It's your girl Christina here, coming to you guys today doing another video. This video I named People because I'm going to be talking about a few different things with us dealing with people in life in general. And on my journey, I have learned how the enemy will use people, places, and things to try to distract you, to try to pull you back, to try to get you to a place where you'll get unfocused and lose sight of what your whole purpose is. So I wanted to talk about a few things today that involve people. And in the title People, I'm speaking of other people and ourselves as well. And I'm going to use myself as an example in the first thing I wanted to talk about. Everybody who follow me and watch my videos, who know me personally or just recently met me, may know and may not know that I wasn't always saved. So the transition from coming from the world, and when I mean the world, I ain't talking about just looking on the porch looking at the world. I'm talking about being in the world and coming over to Christ-like living and making this thing a lifestyle for me. Of course, ain't nobody mad but the devil, right? So I talk to a lot of people on my journey, right? And a lot of conversations I have are similar to how you're trying to do better, even if people are not talking about better in Christ, just better in themselves. And they come against this roadblock where you, like, back to myself, you transition your life, right? And you moving and you doing what you have to do, but it may be some family members, it may be some friends, and it may be some coworkers, or somebody who will always try to remind you of who you used to be, or someone who want to call you out because they feel you're not authentically who they desire you to be, or somebody who just like to throw salt on your name out of pure jealousy or hate. So those are that's what I want to talk about. In that, I want to talk to those people who are struggling with the fact that they're walking away from old situations or transitioning out of situations or being delivered from a situation, but find themselves struggling because the people that they were attached to emotionally, who they thought was their friends, their aunts, their cousins, their mothers, their loved ones, and because they'll say some things and it'll cause you to go back, and you'll feel you don't want to be the only one over here on this island and getting your life right because of the circle you used to being around. Everybody was doing the same thing. Everybody was self-destructing. Everybody was drowning. Everybody was just going in a circle of that wasn't taking them anywhere outside of their situation. So it was cool, but the moment you decided to do something better for you, or the moment you decided to turn down something that you was doing that was self-destructive, then you become a target in a sense to them. And it comes off as if they're attacking you, or they try to belittle you, and they play what they do, right? They sometimes they come and they try to play with your emotions because they know you love them, or you love them, so they'll use your emotions to tap the enemy will use them to tap into your emotions to pull you back. He would use them to tap into your past to pull you back. So I want to encourage you on today. I have experienced this to the 25th power. You hear me? I had family members talk behind my back and say that I was a fake Christian. Not because of I've done something Christ-like to God in God's eye. I'm not perfect at all. It was because I'm not living and doing the things that they may desire for me to do to please them. Not please me, please them. People will put a tag on you that you didn't even sign up for. And if you decide to remove that tag off of you and start living and doing things that you was designed to be here for, and moving and fulfilling your purpose in life, and if it's not pleasing to those people, they're going to have a problem with that. But I want to tell you on today, if anybody have a problem and they say they love you, and they have a problem with you being a better you, if you don't want to drink no more and you come around and they keep offering you drinks, are they really your friend? I know a true friend, a genuine friend, a real friend, not worldly friends that we create and just grow up with and stick around because we hindering each other. That's not a friend, honey. That's not a friend. I don't care if I know you for 20 years. You look how Judas ran with Jesus all that time, but he still betrayed him. So you can't consider somebody your friend because you known them for a long time. If they're adding to your life, if they're trying to add something to your life to bring you down, to belittle you, to discredit you, I don't care who it is, honey. If they feel some type of way because you decided that you don't want to drink no more, you don't want pop pills no more, you don't want to come around in areas where you can lie, the high chances you getting shot or robbed or jacked or carjacked or something, then that's their problem. I want you to think about what other people think of you and what other people lie about you and what other people throw salt in your name. It does not affect nothing about you if you continue to go. The minute you stop and turn around to tweet them back or call and entertain them back, they have done, the enemy have used them to do his job, to distract you, to get you to come back to where you was like you never left. We cannot control what people say, think, or do. You can think what you want about me. You can say what you want about me. The old me may have came to your door and wanted some smoke. But see, this mature me, honey, what you do don't have nothing to do with me. You can think I'm a fake Christian. You can think I'm not a good mother. You can think I'm a terrible sister. You can think I'm a terrible daughter. None of your thoughts affects the way God see me. None of it. None of your thoughts affect the way God designed my will to be. God's will for me is not going to be altered because somebody think something of you. And some of this stuff may be true and some of it may not. However, nothing somebody thinks of you has nothing to do with God thinks. When it comes down to the end of all this and this judgment day, you think God gonna stand there and say, hey, because your aunt said this about you, it's not pleasing in my sight to you. No, because see, what they don't know is the enemy is using them to try to pull you back to a place. And they're going to be held accountable for that. They're going to be held accountable for that. God see you trying. God see you trying to press your way. I know it can be hard because this is your normal environment. And I know personally how it is to come out of a place that you're so familiar with. You got so comfortable with. You to set it up, it's designed, you move the way you like, everything is clicking. However, you ain't growing. You ain't going nowhere. You going in circles. It's 2020, but you still got the mentality of back in 1990. You still doing things you done in elementary. You still moving the way you was when you was 16 and 17. The only thing have changed is your age and some stuff that you have got to an age that you're not physically able to do. But if you was, you may have because you're still in your environment. You're still in your environment. And if you decide that you want to give your life to Christ, sometimes, most times, and I would say even probably all the time, you don't have to separate yourself. Even if it's not giving your life to Christ, if you decide that you don't want to drink and smoke no more, you can't hang around the people that you hung around because they still drinking and smoking. You can lie and tell yourself, oh, I got this, I could do this, I could do that. It's tempting. It's tempting. I remember when I stopped drinking, I was still hanging out with the people I was drinking with, and people were offering me drinks, and I was getting offended. I took it as a form of disrespect. If I say you want to drink, don't offer me nothing to drink. You know, if I want something to drink, I know how to get something to drink, but don't offer it. Because if I say no and then you do it again, see, the Oakland thing took that as disrespect, which I still do, but I don't react the way I used to. And it doesn't make me better because I don't. Because I know the ones who like to say, oh, they think they better now because they got it together. No, that may be your thoughts of me. That may be your thoughts of me. And that's what people do. People would do that. People would try to do everything in their power to pull you back. Because you don't want to stay in your low income area. Because you don't want to stay in that gossiping circle at your job or at church. Because you don't want to do it no more. Now they want to frown upon you because you were bold enough to step out on your own. You were bold enough to stand for a better you. You were bold enough. Don't ever think that you're weak because you decide to go in another direction to get your life together. It will be weak to follow the flow of things. It will be weak to go with the flow of what people is doing. You cannot allow other people to dictate your future. You cannot, because somebody feel like you think that's their thoughts. How can somebody tell you what you think if you ain't spoken and told them you thought it? Oh, she thinks she all that. If you're not thinking that, why entertain it? You can't stop nobody from tweeting about you. You can't stop nobody from talking about you. I don't even try. I don't even try. If I hear something or look, honey, bless them. Ain't nobody got time for that. Because the minute I stop focusing on what I'm supposed to be doing, The enemy to use them to distract me. Now I'm all up in this nonsense for half the day, half the week, half the month, and I ain't got distracted from what I was supposed to do. I got a greater calling on my life to be sitting here mad at some people. You got a greater calling on your life to be mad at people who gonna think what they want to think about you anyway. I seen a post that we all probably heard it. They talk about you when you up. Yeah. Oh, she thinks she this, she that, and the third. They talk about you when you down. Oh, she need to do this, she need to do that. But look at the people who saying it. What are they doing? If they really love you, where have they pulled their hand out to pull you out of a situation? I don't need you start telling me I'm drowning when we drowning together. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. I don't need you talking about what I need to do when you sitting on that same couch with me. Girl, you need to do this. Girl, you need to do that. Really? Don't allow people to cause you to go back to your old ways. I know it's hard to push past that. I know it's hard. I just had a conversation today with a brother, and we were talking about, people that we knew and grew up, and his question was, somebody he went to school. It wasn't, he was curious about, he went to school with a guy, and the guy was up when they was in school. He was popping and all that. Then he seen him. He was really doing bad. And he was like, I don't understand how that happened. And in my opinion, I said it's the fight. I think that some people, it's my thought, in my opinion, that I think some people just don't want to fight. It's hard to fight outside of your norm. It's hard to fight against your family when everybody's saying, no, everybody going to go this way. You the only one saying, no, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to drag her through the dirt. No, I'm not going to do that. That's hard, but naturally, God, I just been a fighter naturally. And it's not easy for me either. So I can imagine people who just don't want to fight at all walking through this life looking for somebody to fight for them so they can be what they're dreaming to be. But the reality of it is we have to fight for our own future. We have to fight for our destiny. I know the battle is the Lord's. That's not what the fight that I'm talking about. I'm just saying you have to fight every day. I have to fight every day to stay sober. I have to fight every day to stay, in a peaceful environment. People get upset because I choose. People get upset because I choose. Don't allow people to make you feel some type of way because you choose. I choose to have the people around me that lifts me up, that encourage me, that I can trust with my life, with my day story. If I tell them how my day went, I don't have to worry about it being retweeted. I choose. I choose. And if anybody mad at you for choosing the people in your space that help lift you up, that help encourage you, that inspire you, that you can trust with your conversation, then that's their problem. And they only mad because you're not pleasing to their flesh and their controlling ways that they want their situation to be controlled by you. Why would I be mad at somebody? Why would you be mad or myself be mad at anybody who wants to do better for themselves? But then in the same being say, I love you, but I'm mad because you want to get your life together. They don't have to say it out their mouth. I tell people all the time in my videos, the truth is in your actions. The truth is in what you're doing. You can tell me all day you love me, but you mistreat me. How is that love? You know what I'm saying? The truth is in that. And it could be a hard thing to deal with because you so tapped into, this is my family, these are my friends. Get out of your emotions before you be 60 years old and have never fulfilled your purpose. You was not sent here to please them. You was not sent here to soothe their egos. You was not sent here to make them feel comfortable. If they have an issue, anybody, I don't care who it is. If my mama got an issue with me being the best Christina I can be, that's my mother issue, not mine. And I'm not going to sit around and allow nobody to toxic or damage that. I'm not little Christina no more. When I was a child, I thought of as a child. I'm a grown woman now, not because I'm 42. I'm a grown woman because I'm choosing more wiser than I did before, thanks to God. I'm like, why would I want to entertain people that only comes to hurt, harm, and destroy me? Because I love them? Because we family? No, honey, that enemy will use anybody. You have to be willing to put down everything and pick up your cross, not their cross, your cross. Not your mama cross, your cross. Not your aunt's cross, your cross. Not your homegirl cross, your cross. And follow Jesus. You cannot pick up their cross and make them feel good. And if you feel some type of way because people feel some type of way about you, that's some stuff that you need to check about yourself. Why do you feel the need to please people on that level that their thoughts and their emotions are affecting you? When I tell you I be so new to, I can't, honey, I ain't got time for that. Because I know I have to be that way to be what God is taking me. Because if I be acting the way that I used to, I'm not going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. And I want to be a better Christina. Every year I want to evolve. Every day I want to learn. I want to be better. And if it means I have to disconnect from everything that I normally do. Jesus told Abraham in the beginning, you have to depart from your father and your house and go. He had to leave everything, everybody, and kick rocks and trust what God had for him. And if that's what you have to do, sometimes we born into dysfunctional situations that we have to disconnect from. I know it can be hard, but if that's what it takes for you to get to where you got to go, if you like to be sitting around in mess, if you like to just stay where you are, then you stay there. But don't allow nobody and their thoughts of you and who you used to be and what you used to do cause you to feel some type of way. Honey, those are just words that means nothing if you give them no power. If you know you're not what you used to be, then let them talk. They gonna always talk. Always talk. I watch people do good, messed up and all this stuff, but they don't nobody say nothing about the good. They only start talking about this person when bad stuff kick around. You be like, wow, they didn't mention nothing good when he was up and he did more good than bad. And I can take it further than that. I mean, look what they did with Jesus. Jesus was Jesus. Jesus was a perfect man. They talked about him. The disciples ran with him. One of them betrayed him. All that. That's my go-to when I had the whole strength on, okay, you got to walk away from this relationship, Christina. It ain't doing that for you. It ain't doing that for you. And I ain't talking about an intimate relationship. I'm talking about friendships as well. Christina, you have to walk away from this. And it was something, I'm like, God, but I love this person. You can still love that person. What is this person doing for you? And it's not a using thing. I'm pouring into you. I'm encouraging you. I'm lifting you up. I'm helping you build your brand. But when it's my turn, or not even turn, it's not being given back to me. And then that spoke a lot about me at one time. I had to check myself. Why am I staying in relationships and friendships when I'm not getting anything? All I'm doing is giving. I'm giving. People was taking advantage of my serving heart. I like to serve. I like to help people become better. I like to make people happy in ways like, if it means that you need extra something to make you smile, then I want to do that to make somebody day better. Real talk. And people were taking advantage of my kindness. And because of that, it was they was taking advantage of my weakness. And it wasn't a weakness. I just was exercising it in a way that I felt it was a weakness. Because I'm like, why would people take advantage of me or use me when I'm not? You don't have to. If I got it and I can help you, I'll give it to you. But the enemy, he loves to utilize people, and people love to do what they want to do and do whatever they feel is necessary to cut corners, to do whatever, to get whatever the enemy is lying to them about that they ain't gonna get in the first place. But I just want to encourage you, don't allow somebody who's sitting over there, ain't living their life, talk about who you used to be or who you trying to be or where you trying to go. Honey, them are their thoughts. Think about if I think bad thoughts about you right now, I could make a whole video about you right now and what I think you are and what I think you trying to be and who you used to be. What is that going to do to your life? Only way it's going to affect your life if you give me power over it. That's the only way they can get it. If you give me power, honey, I don't care about none of that. People say I'm mean to my mom because I don't do what my mother wants me to do. I take care of my mother in ways that I feel my mother needs to be taken care of. I don't just sit back and allow nobody to just use me in a way that I'm drowning because somebody to suck me dry. But keep in mind, those same people who say that I'm not doing what my mom desired me to do ain't really doing nothing at all. Nothing at all. They just talking. They want me to get distracted and turn around and entertain it. You can talk until you're blue in the face. It doesn't affect my life. As long as what I'm doing is pleasing in God's sight, That's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to me. I talk to my mom daily. When she get in her disrespectful rants, I leave it be. I would not disrespect my mother. That ain't my flow. But I would not be disrespected either. But, people have their opinions about that. That's their opinions. They not going to move me. They ain't going to make me do nothing less or nothing. It's not, as long as I'm in line with God and what he tells me to do, then that's fine with me. It's fine with me. People tell me as a Christian, oh, you could do this. Oh, you could do that. Oh, you could do this. You do it. I'm going to do what I do. You do what you do. Oh, she thinks she one of those Christians. I don't know who those Christians are. But you do what you do, and I'll do what I do. If they have an issue with it, I'm real bold with mine. They already know. I'll tell them, honey, that's your problem, not mine. And I'll still sit there and have brunch with you and be respectful and go on about my business. I don't need that. All that energy is just not necessary. It's not necessary. I want to encourage you on today. If you are dealing with a situation where people are bringing up your past and you're not that person no more, that's where they at. Let them stay there. You keep pressing forward. You keep striving to be a better you. If you gave your life to Christ and now they mad because you ain't turning up with them no more, keep pressing forward. They were your worldly friends. They ain't your friends in the next season, honey. That's all. It's all good. You'll get more friends, better ones. No shots to the worldly ones, but you'll get better ones that will support you, ones that will come and pray with you in the middle of the night, ones that will get out their bed and come and hug on you because they knew you just needed a hug. So don't worry about the ones who just was coming to bring you liquor. Don't worry about the ones who was smoking with you and all that. Don't worry about them ones. Don't worry about it, honey. That was the season. That season is over. Keep pressing. Keep pressing. Keep pressing. I can imagine it can be lonely sometimes that you feel like everybody doing something but me. It's the beginning of your transition. You'll get to a place. You'll get to a place. And when you in the beginning of transition, honey, it's never a good feeling. It's always the thoughts the enemy will play on your mind and make you feel like, oh, I should go back. Everybody look like they having fun. It's just a trick of the enemy. Stay faithful. Stay committed. Keep pressing. Keep pressing, honey. That them dreams and them thoughts and that lifestyle you dreaming to desire that you want to have, you can have that. Just keep pressing. And I pray that it lines up with God. I pray that God is in the midst of it. Because if he's not, it's all just an illusion. It's all an illusion. I pray whatever it is, don't allow nobody. I don't care who it is. I have people mad at me because I ignore nonsense. I do not tolerate it. I've been in toxic situations for too many years of my life, good people. Too many. You think I've been delivered to come out of a dark place to play footsies with the devil like that? No, thank you. I'll pass. Oh, she thinks I'll pass. I'm good. Those are your thoughts. Those are your thoughts. They don't move me. It does not move me. I'm not entertaining it. You can have it. I don't think anything. I don't have nothing to prove to nobody but God. And to prove that is in my lifestyle and in my action. God see my heart. He know what's up. And it's not one of those I'm doing bad and then like I'm doing sinful things and then I'll say God knows my heart. No, God knows all of our hearts. And that's a fact. And he knows that your ways and he knows your intentions and your ways and he knows all that. He knows all that. You can fool man, but you can't fool God. And if God see you striving and he see you pressing your way in him to be a better you in Christ, honey, he'll take care of those people. He'll bless you right in front of everybody who ever thought something negative about you. He'll prepare a table in front of every person that ever doubted you, every person that ever belittled you. So don't worry, allow your enemies to stack up. The more you have, the bigger the audience will be for when he bless you right in their face. Seriously, don't allow these people to cause you to go back. You keep pressing forward. People will do it. People will do it. They will do it. People would sit back and point fingers at you all day long. But never keep that same energy when it's time to hold themselves accountable. Conversation all yesterday. Every conversation I had was about holding yourself accountable. And people get frustrated with me because I listen. I do. God bless me with a gift. I listen. God bless me with wisdom. I listen. But what I'm listening for, I hear. But in every situation, where did we fall short? It's easy. This person need to do this, and this person need to do that, and that person need to do this, and that person need to do that. My life would be this if that person ain't that. But you allow the situation. You may have enabled the behavior in relationships. Conversation recently. The guy, he this, he that, he this, he that, he this, he that. I took him back. He this, he that, he this, he that. Took him back. He did this, he did that, he did. I listened and I listened and I listened. So I asked the woman, I said, well, let me ask you, what do you think you fit into this? Now the conversation get quiet because it's easy to say everybody. But when it's time to hold yourself accountable, people, we lose that same energy. Because if I'm in an abusive relationship, he abused me. It's not your fault that he's hitting on you. If you are in a cheating relationship, it's not your fault that he cheated on you. And I believe in second chances. I believe in people redeeming themselves. I am a firm believer of that. I am a living witness of that. However, if somebody you're dating or you married and you're in a relationship with this person and he cheats, you forgive him. He cheats and you forgive him. He cheats and you forgive him. He cheats. How is this still his issue? Like, yeah, he have an issue over there. That's his issue. But my thing is, when are you going to stop and say, what's up with me? That I'm going to continue to sit in a place where somebody is continuing to disrespect me. It's easy to say it's them. It's easy to say it's him. It's easy to say it's her. It's easy. But what am I doing? Where am I at in my life that I'm cool with somebody mistreating me? And that's where I go. And I give a disclaimer to the new people that call. I'll be like, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not here to sugarcoat none of your egos. I'm here. You can bring your ego to the conversation, but I'm here for that too. I'm just not about to sit here. And if I hear it, we can't fix somebody who ain't sitting in my face or on a phone willing to be, willing to get information or tools to help better their situation. All I could do is work with the person I'm talking to. Now, we can talk about the situation, but if you allow and enable somebody's behavior, you have to hold yourself accountable for the role you're playing in a toxic relationship. I had to do the same thing. I had to do the same thing with my children, with my friends, with my marriage, with everything. This person was this, that, and the third, but I still had to check myself. Why would somebody who have no desire to change when I ain't giving them no reason to? I'm going to take them back. Why I don't have a desire to change. Think about it. I want to be this way. Even if I had opportunities to get my life together, I'm saying I want to cheat. I want to lie. I want this. Why would I get it right when all I got to say to you is, I ain't going to do it no more, babe. I don't know what's wrong. When I was coming up, my life was sucked, this, that, and I don't know, man. This, that, and the third. I ain't going to do it no more. I'm going to make it right. But as soon as the opportunity presents itself, we back like we never left. So do we still keep blaming him? It's like a thief. You have a friend who's a klepto. You let him in your house, he steal. You let him in again, he steal. He get in your car, he steal. That at some point, when are we going to say, it's not even a thief no more? Because I knew you were a thief. But I allowed you in my home. So am I mad at the thief? But that's what people do. We'll get mad at you for stealing, but not even check ourselves for saying, well, I opened the door. I knew he was a thief. I knew he was a cheater. I knew he was a womanizer. I knew we push ourselves aside, people, for our own insecurity reasons, whatever it is. Whatever it is. I learned that a lot of us be in relationships saying I love somebody and don't even know the definition of love. My God, how I know that to be true. And it's no shots to nobody I dated or none of that. It's just that's me. I'm talking about me. I was saying I love somebody and I thought I felt it with all my everything. I was like, no, I love this person. I love him. I love him. I love him. But then I had bought a picture and the picture was so pretty. And it had the scripture up there in the Bible of what love was. And it blew my mind because this was in my old house. And I never paid the scripture no attention. I ain't even going to hold you. I didn't. I was so gone by the picture, the art. And I was like, wow. And one day I'm in the kitchen. I'm like, I didn't know that scripture was on there. And it made me research it. And that was a revelation. That was like a revelation for me. I was like, oh my God, none of this is what I think love is. And then I have to tie that into the examples of what I saw as love coming up. Oh, toxic, not good at all. No shots to my mom and them, but I'm just saying, I didn't get no good examples of what love was, right? And then you line it up with what God said. I'm like, hold up, do I or have I ever loved anybody? I'm just being real. And I realized it wasn't love in some place. In some relationships, it was lust. In some relationship, it was just the fear of my insecurities. And it was things of that nature. And then I look up like, do I even love myself? So I'm more of I walk and I live in my truth because I want to grow and I want to be all that I am supposed to be. And the only way to be that way is to live in my truth. And living in my truth for me is I have to check myself daily. It's things about me that God allowed me to see when the timing is right, because that is what helped me in situations with being real with myself, to stop pointing fingers. It's not that the other person didn't have these issues, but where did I play a role in this? Like I have a friendship that is one way. And it's been for years. And I'm like, well, how do I keep blaming this person for being a poor friend, but I stay in the relationship? I continue to forgive, and I will forgive and I will forget. All this, I'll be like, okay, you know what, whatever. I don't bring it up. I don't throw it in your face or nothing like that. But I'm like, I was hindering you. I was enabling the behavior. I was adding to the behavior by keep giving a yes and okay, just come on, no worries. Okay, you'll get it together. But nothing you done was do that. So how can I say it's the other person when I'm in the relationship as well? So people, I just wanted to come by today and talk about and encourage. And we cannot keep blaming people for everything when we are in the relationship too. If someone is mistreating you and they have been doing it for years, at some point you have to stop and look at the person in the mirror. Not that you deserve it, because you don't. You do not deserve to be treated bad. But you have to ask yourself, why am I staying in something so toxic? And be real with yourself. If you are insecure, be real with yourself. You will not ever be healed until you tell the truth. God, the Bible says the truth will set you free. And people ask me, how did you go through? People know a lot of situations I went through. How did you go through that and be so cool with it? It wasn't cool because I lived in my truth. I lived in my truth and it set me free. Because I don't go around posting my business don't mean I'm living in secret. That's my business. Social media is not where I put my personal life at. You get a million pictures, encouragement videos and stuff like that. But what goes on in my personal life is none of people's business. A lot of these people on my page, I don't even know. So who am I to be like, yeah, when I was this, I was that? Of nobody's business at all. You know what I'm saying? But my close people, they know what's up with me. I need to get this stuff out to somebody. Because it's when I speak my truth, it sets me free. It don't be as heavy as I see another sister. I be like, honey, if you speak it, you ain't got to speak it to me. You ain't got to speak it to nobody here on earth. Go into a closet, your bathroom, somewhere private, and speak it to God. It still will set you free. You have to be real with yourself. We can't be blaming everybody for everything in our life. If you keep letting the snake in there bite you and wonder why you keep getting all these venom shots, you got to keep going. Honey, you keep doing it, they're going to keep coming back if you keep allowing it. It's not them after somebody showed you who they are to the core and have no desire to change. And you open the door to any relationship, I don't believe it's no longer that party anymore. You have to check yourself. You have to check yourself. The same energy you give to checking other people and reading other people their rights, honey, I encourage you to do it to yourself. Do it to yourself. Ask yourself, is it really love? Or am I just, I'm staying attached to this out of fear of my insecurities? A lot of people don't want to be alone. A lot of people may feel like nobody else will want them. A lot of people feel a lot of things. And I'm not saying you're a bad person because you feel that way. But you You can outgrow that. You can overcome those things if you be real with yourself. And then you take some time and learn who you really are, not who we were programmed to be. It's a lot of things about me that I didn't know I liked until I stepped outside of what I was programmed to like. You know, I remember when I used to smoke cigarettes, I used to be like, all these cigarettes in the store, why do we choose Newports? Like, it's 100 cigarettes. I was programmed to smoke it. It was all around me. You know, why did I like dark guys? It was most dark guys where I was from. You know, so I was programmed to like that. And when I stepped outside of that, I began to realize a lot of things that I really enjoyed that I wasn't even doing, because I was like, I didn't even know I liked this. You know, you have to take some time to get to know you, especially if you came from a toxic environment. You can have the best job in the world. You can have the best car. You can be so well put together financially, be jacked all up in the inside. I have met people who be like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, the third. But toxic is I don't know what in the inside. I don't care how many degrees you have. I don't care what high rise you live in. I don't care how big your house is. I don't care how many foreign cars you have. You still could be jacked up in the inside. And I'm just saying, once you clean yourself up from the inside out and hold yourself accountable for some situations and grow and mature and be willing to take the time to go through the process. It's a lot of good men and women out here, honey. They ain't going nowhere. We ain't the only ones. Everybody, it's somebody out here. You'll find somebody. But if you looking for somebody while you all broken and jacked up and all that, then expect some crazy stuff to come too. You know, you got to just be real with yourself. Hold yourself accountable like you hold other people accountable. It's not everybody all the time. Sometimes it's who you let in. You opened the door. You said yes. You chose them. You chose them. You have children with men who already got 100 kids and he don't take care of none of his kids. And then now you on social media bashing him, saying how he don't take care of your... You chose him. I'm not saying that he should not take care of his children, because he should, but you chose him. You chose him. Oh, he hollered at me. You chose him. Oh, my baby mother, anything. And I had men tell me that. I don't even be knowing half the women they talk about. I be like, but you chose him. Nah, I know. So I would say, you telling me the whole time y'all dated, you didn't see nothing? Well, we ain't really date like that. It was a sex thing. Well, you chose to have a baby by a woman that you was just having sex with. You chose her. I ain't even know her like that. Well, you chose to have a baby by a woman who you didn't know. You chose her. That doesn't mean that she's right. You chose her. You apply for these jobs. You don't look at the objective. And you get there, you hate it, you mistreat everybody. You chose that job. That job ain't choose you. You filled out the application. You prayed and asked God to give it to you. Now you're in there mistreating everybody that walked through the door. You chose that job. I hate my job. You chose your job. You chose it. These kids driving me crazy. How did they get here? You knew at child number 2 you really ain't had the patience for them. You knew at child number 2 you knew, man, this is too much. You made a decision. You made a decision. Real talk. You have to hold ourselves accountable, good people. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to talk about, don't allow people to hold you hostage with their emotions of how they feel about you, or their thoughts on how they think about you, or anybody trying to pull you back to a place where you've been delivered and set free from, or you just coming out of that place. Keep pressing. Keep moving forward. If you have to stand and do it alone, you are not by yourself. God said he will never leave nor forsake you, and he won't. I am proof that he will never leave your side. He will not. If you feeling lonely, ask him to comfort you. Ask him to allow you to feel his presence. He will keep you. He's the keeper. He will keep you. He will do these things for you. You have to open your mouth. Speak that thing to God. God, this is too much. I don't like that they talking about me. It's too much. He will give you the wisdom. He'll give you the strength. He'll give you the knowledge to overcome. It's already in us. Sometimes we don't know it because we never activated it before. But it's in us. It's in you. It's in you. You keep pressing. You keep pressing. Don't allow nobody to pull you back. You deserve this life that you've been thinking about secretly. You deserve it. You deserve to live drama free. You deserve to live stress free. You deserve to live around people who's going to love on you and treat you with the respect. And if you have to go to a foreign place by yourself, then you do that. Then you do that. Eventually, you'll build an empire there. Eventually, you'll make friends there. It's just the beginning of the process, honey. Trust and believe me. Been there, done that. It's all you are worth fighting for. And whoever don't like it, that's their problem, not yours. Don't allow nobody to stop you from going where you gotta go. You keep staying focused and keep pressing your way. Keep pressing your way. Keep pressing your way, good people. Keep pressing your way. Don't hold other people accountable if you're not going to hold yourself. Hold yourself accountable for some stuff, man. Real talk. That's how you grow. You want to grow. You want to be a better you. Stop checking everybody else. Check yourself sometimes. How am I check? Because I will check some people, honey. But I got to check myself too. Who am I to be like, I'm just going to check everybody. But when it comes to me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Nah, that ain't cool. That's not cool. Be real with yourself. If you know you scared to be alone, you ain't got to lie to God. He already know. That's why you won't let that no good relationship go. He already know you're afraid. He already know your insecurities. You lying. Don't nobody care about them pretty pictures you post. Don't nobody care about that. God knows the truth. God knows. Oh, you insecure as I don't know what. No, I'm not. Okay. You are a reflection of that relationship, honey. Real talk. It ain't. I'm not judging. I say that a lot because I know how people get. Oh, she a Christian. She judge. Oh, girl, bye. Anybody got time for that? I know because I lived it. I've been there, experienced it, all that. Like, real talk. I know what it's like. I was insecure as I don't know what. Thought I wasn't, but I was. I had to be. There's no way I had to be. I had to be when you sit back and think about it. You look at the relationships I was in, honey. I had to be. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna stop right there before I take this somewhere else. But y'all good people, that's what I wanted to come into encourage y'all with today. Hold yourself accountable. You know, we can check everybody. Check yourself. And don't allow people to distract you from going to where you got. If you gotta go on your own, when you get there, trust me, God will have a whole fleet of people waiting to love on you, waiting to encourage you, waiting to lift you up. It's gonna be so overwhelming, honey. You're gonna be crying just because. Trust me when I tell you that. It's people everybody ain't out to hurt you. Everybody not out to get nothing from you. Everybody is not out to do none of that. You have outgrown that space. It's time to move on. It's time to stop being turned up all the time. You can't focus if you turned up all the time. Don't let them videos of them people fake. Like, half of them people ain't really doing half that stuff. They too successful to do that. I get some of them go up, take a little glass of wine or some shot of something every now and then. But to be very successful and have a substance place in this world, the turn up cannot be that real. It can't be. It doesn't go hand in hand. You know, so I hope somebody get encouraged from that. Somebody be blessed from that and continue to push from that. You know, it's just funny because I'm like, I had a conversation all day yesterday about that. Holding yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable for things that you point into other people to. It's nothing. You're not going to melt. The world ain't going to end. The sky ain't going. The sun ain't going to come crashing on your forehead. You don't want to talk to nobody about tell your truth to. Tell it to God. He already know. He already know. They say in alcohol class or drug abuse classes, the first step is to admitting it. I believe that is the truth. Because God say the truth will set you free. You all bound up because you don't want to be real with yourself. But you can tell other people the real in them. Oh, honey, set yourself free. Set yourself free, good people. With that being said, God bless y'all, good people. I pray that this video encourage, uplift, or somebody. Until the next time, good people. God bless y'all. Peace.